Hello, my name's Alan. I'm going to show you how to wire up a plug. These are the tools you need: screwdrivers, knife and some wire strippers. So that's what you're going to end up with that goes in the plug, and I'll show you how to do it on the other end. A bit tricky this, because you don't want to cut through into the wires, so you have to cut through carefully, just a little bit through, so you don't go right the way through. There you can see there the wires are coming, so you don't want to cut through that wire, so you just if you split it like that, you'll see that it breaks away. I say it's a bit tricky, but just gently. I'd say don't have the knife too sharp. There you can see the wires are coming. Visible there. Bend it like that until it breaks, and then you can take that piece off and then you've got your wires exposed. So they're going to go in there like that, so you can then mark it. The brown wire will go to where the fuse is, that's the live wire. So it's going to go through the clamp and it's going to end up about there. So cut it off about there. The earth wire is the green and yellow, and that's going to end up there, so it's about the right length. This is the neutral wire, which is the blue wire, and that's going to end up going into this terminal here, the last terminal, so that's going to end up about there. So we'll cut that one off. Use these to cut it. These are wire strippers. You can adjust them to cut, or you can bring it back again to expose a little hole there, and that's when it strips. So you just push it in like that and strip, and it pulls the outer casing off the wires like that. So you do all three wires to expose the inner core and then twist them like that so that they stay together, like copper wires. Alright, so you've got your wires at three different lengths. The earth is the longest one, then the neutral, which is blue, and then the live, which is brown. So they're going to go into the clamp. So you undo the clamp, just partially undo it and swing it round like so. Be careful, as it all can all jump out. Right, so you put the clamp in, like that's going to go across there like that, and the screw will hold it in position. So first of all, I'm going to put the live wire. This is why you curl them tight, twist them tight so they don't come out and they go in easily. So that's going to go into this terminal. Loosen it off a bit. A screwdriver. Push it into the terminal and clamp it up. Clamp it up tight. You don't want it loose because it could arc. Now the next one is going to be the blue wire. That was the brown wire. It's always the same colours. The blue wire goes into the neutral terminal, which is marked N. Tighten that one up. And put the clamp on there to hold it all in position. Like so. that clamp holds it so it can't be pulled out. See how it holds it tight? So now do the last one, which is the earth wire, always green and yellow, and that goes into the last terminal, the plug, like so. Make sure it's in, and tighten it once again tight to make sure these are all tight. They must be tight. Check them again to make sure you've got them tight. Now this is the fuse, which comes out quite easily like that. Now as this is going to be lighting, it's only 13 amp. Sorry, if it's lighting it needs to be 3 amp. This is 13 amps for something more substantial for power, like an electric fire or electric drill or something like that. So this is a 13 amp, I put in there, just clicks in like that, and then you get the cover, the plug, which I've lost, which is in my pocket, it's fallen out. I don't know where that is. So the cover goes on there and screws up with one screw, and that's the job done. Okay?
Fucker. So what happens? Never mind. Top bit goes on. What happens if you get it wrong? If you get the wrong way, if you get the earth or the neutral or something in the wrong hole and you plug it in?
This fuse will blow. There's a little wire inside there and it will burst, it will blow like that. So you have to replace that fuse. Obviously disconnect it first, unplug it first, replace that fuse. But before you do so, check that you've got the wires in the right terminals. That's the brown one, the live goes into the one where the fuse is, that one there that communicates with the fuse. You can see it's attached, and the blue wire that's underneath there goes into the neutral, and the earth wire goes into the earth, E. So check those first and replace the fuse. If it blows after that, there's obviously a fault somewhere down the line, whatever you've plugged in, and you have to get that checked out first, because that's the reason why it's blown, because there's something wrong.
Okay. How come some things have earth and some things don't?
Well, most things need earth nowadays. Lights don't have to have earth, but now they're bringing them out, so everything is safe bet to have everything earthed.
What does earth actually do?
It runs the current away safely, so if there's a problem you don't get electrocuted.
Okay, cool. Well done. Thank you very much.